Welcome back, comic collectors. Diecast to another episode of Curb's Garage. You're looking at the title saying Hot Wheels has a Evel Knievel diecast, and they have had an Evel Knievel diecast, which I have never even known, and I have some. And the funny thing, it's just a funny story. So anyhow, if you don't know who Evel Knievel is, he's a stuntman in the '70s, and he would jump his motorcycle. Well, he dressed like this, like a full-on action hero. Even has a cape, and he was a stuntman on a motorcycle. He would jump cars, and here I got some examples. He jumped the Caesar's Palace, the fountains, and crashed and broke almost every bone in his body. And here's a picture of him jumping a bunch of cars. He jumped a bunch of school buses, semi trucks. I didn't even think he jumped a shark. Anyhow, back to the diecast. Hot Wheels has his thing. So, well, since he's been riding a motorcycle, is there a Hot Wheel Evel Knievel motorcycle? Well, nope, there is not. What they do have is this here, which I never knew. Let's see if let's get to the. At one point, he decided to jump the River Snake Canyon. It's a mile from end to end, and he built this steam-powered rocket, and he flew over. He actually made it all the way across, but the parachute came out early and actually brought him back down into the canyon. And luckily, he got kind of stuck about halfway on the cliff, because if he would have landed in the water, he would have drowned, because there was no way for him to get himself out of the cockpit there. So luckily, he survived that. That was live on TV. And so that is called the Sky Cycle X2. And look at, here's a photo of him. I remember him seeing his face looking like, I remember that, going, wow, he looks worried. And this guy was the baddest MFer you've ever seen. And at that point, he looked pretty worried. But anyhow, what we're talking about in Hot Wheels is the. Let's move you out of the way. This guy. And I know you've seen it. We've all seen it. And we've all put it back. We picked it up at a swap meet or wherever. We thought, oh, it's a black wall. But, yeah, it's kind of goofy. So we never really paid much attention to it. But I did, because I collect black walls regardless, whatever. But I never knew much about it, just that it was a black wall. It was part of the black wall era. So I would always grab them, and because they were like a quarter or whatever. Anyhow, I guess find out that this Tricar X8 is based on Evel Knievel's Sky Cycle 2, X2. And let's see. Oh yeah. So the pointer thing here, this nose, I guess, the interior, and this little kind of wing thing in the back is all rubber plastic. The rest is metal. And the front wheel is what they call the MC1. You rarely see those in Hot Wheels. I don't use them too much. But the first one was 1980, was all white. It had the stars and stripes like this. They had a Hong Kong base. And then in 82, same thing, but a Malaysian base. And then 83, they had one with flames on it, which I don't think I have. That has, it was red with flames, and it had a blue fin. And then there was also a version with a white fin. And then they got 1985, which is this one here, came with a Kellogg's. I guess you got it with the cereal. That's what this one here is. And there was also another variation with a magenta fin. And in 86, there was a silver one. So here's the silver one with the magenta So it was a red one with the magenta. This one was from 1986. And does it have flames on it? No, this doesn't have. It says X3 on the, or X8 on the hood there. So there's a few variations of this. Little pointer's broken on this one. And then we got this yellow one here. This is from 1988. And then we have this. This is the last one from 1989. It's kind of ice blue. So that's how Hot Wheels actually had an Evel Knievel Sky Cycle. And Hot Wheels calls it the Tri-Car X8. So now, when you see these around for 25 cents, if you're an Evel Knievel fan, you might want to pick it up. And I think I'm going to try to get the rest. I think I got about half. I think I need to get 4 or 5 more of the different variations. And to get the set, I'm sure they're not very expensive. And another reason why to collect vintage, because they're pretty fun and not too expensive. So that's it with the Hot Wheel. Now, what started all this was my brother found this at an indoor swap meet. And there it is. There's the rocket in the Johnny Lightning. And it's similar to the Hot Wheels one, the 2 wheels in the back. There's Evel doing a wheelie, standing on the seat. And yeah, $20 he paid for it, and I told him to go for it. I want it because it's Evel Knievel and it's a casting of the rocket. So, and I already had, unbeknownst to me, I had this car here, Evel's custom sports car. I have it. Right here, which I thought was pretty cool, but like, why didn't they make us motorcycles? So they did, and there's this one here, the Caesar's Palace motorcycle, and his famous stunt cycle. So I ended up going on eBay, and I found the stunt cycle. So now I got the stunt cycle, and just missing the Caesar cycle, which is the one in the top left there. And by the way, they do come with these little kind of little card things with them. So I'm gonna actually, I think I'm going to collect the other 2. I might buy a car in a package just so I can have all 4 packaged. Or do I want them loose? I don't know. Something for me to figure out. Probably be, I don't know. The bikes are so big, they won't really fit in the... Yeah, the bikes are too big to fit in the jammer, so might as well just keep everything in a package. So that's it. That's Hot Wheels with the Evel Knievel casting. If you didn't know, now you do. And if you didn't know that there are other castings that Johnny Lightning makes them, if you're an Evel Knievel fan, they're out there. And yeah, just gonna snag these 2 in the pack, and should be good. That's it. Happy Sunday, happy fun day. Peace out.